Welcome to this overview of Foundations of Managerial and Operational Leadership, Strategic Approaches to Recruitment, Retention, and School Improvement. This session is designed specifically for school leaders, providing research-based and actionable strategies that will empower you to drive meaningful and sustainable progress in your schools. Throughout the session, you will learn how effective leadership in recruiting, hiring, and retaining a diverse and effective staff can directly impact school improvement and student success. The goals of this session include an introduction to the managerial and operational leadership standard, an overview of the 4 domains for rapid school improvement, and an exploration of how these domains align with the Alabama standards for school leadership. Additionally, we will highlight the importance of effective recruitment, hiring, and retention practices in achieving positive school outcomes. As you engage in this session, I encourage you to reflect on your current practices, identify areas where you are excelling, and pinpoint opportunities for growth. To support you in your reflection, you've been provided with a note catcher, which is aligned with the content throughout the session. This will help you capture key takeaways and insights. You will also find embedded QR codes within the presentation, which will lead you to additional resources that you can use as a reference. At this time, please take a moment to access the note catcher. Let's take a look at the key topics we will be exploring throughout this session. These topics have been selected to help guide you in developing effective strategies for recruiting, hiring, and retaining diverse and effective staff. Overview of the 4 domains for rapid school improvement: empowering leaders and fostering involvement, implementing research-based recruitment and hiring practices, developing and retaining effective staff, overcoming barriers to hiring and retaining high-quality staff, aligning hiring and retention strategies to improve instruction. As we begin this session, it's important to connect the focus today with the overarching vision and mission of the Alabama Principal Leadership Development System. Program vision: every school is equipped with an effective leader who successfully participates in and engages with the Alabama Principal Leadership Development System. Program mission: the Alabama Principal Leadership Development System empowers district and school leaders through comprehensive support to enhance visionary instructional, managerial, and operational, relational, and innovative leadership to increase student achievement, growth, and school climate. This session is a step in equipping you with the strategies and tools necessary to become effective leaders in recruiting, hiring, and retaining diverse and effective staff. Let's take a closer look at how we can achieve these goals. The Alabama Standards for School Leadership set the expectations and best practices that are essential for driving student success and positive school outcomes. Specifically, we will delve into Standard 3, Managerial and Operational Leadership, with an emphasis on strategies for recruiting, hiring, and retaining a diverse and effective staff. Throughout the session, we'll also connect the standard to the 4 domains for rapid school improvement, offering you actionable strategies to help enhance your leadership effectiveness in this area. As you move through this session, take time to reflect on your current leadership practices. Think about where you stand in your ability to recruit, hire, and retain teachers. Consider where you are now and where you aim to be as a school leader. This session will guide you through a process of self-assessment, encouraging you to evaluate your progress and set goals for growth. Within the Alabama Principal Leadership Framework, there is a continuum that outlines the stages of leadership development, specifically for recruiting, hiring, and retaining teachers. As you reflect on your leadership journey, use this framework to assess where you currently are and where you want to be. Now that you've had an opportunity to reflect on the stages of leadership growth and how they connect to recruiting, hiring, and retaining effective teachers, it's time to explore how these strategies fit into a larger framework for school improvement. The four domains for rapid school improvement is a key framework that can guide your efforts. These domains focus on essential leadership areas that drive meaningful school change, helping to create environments where teachers can thrive and ultimately improve student outcomes. As you progress through this session, consider how these four domains align with your work as a school leader in recruitment, retention, and development of effective staff. Understanding how to connect your leadership practices with these domains is crucial in building an environment that attracts, supports, and retains the best educators. This slide provides an overview of the four domains for rapid school improvement. Domain 1, turnaround leadership. Domain 2, talent development. Domain 3, instructional transformation. And Domain 4, culture shift. Each domain consists of three key practices, as shown here. For example, the practice prioritize improvement and communicate urgency under turnaround leadership is labeled 1.1, with the first number indicating the domain and the second number representing the specific practice. The other practices are labeled 1.2 and 1.3. The following slides will provide a deeper dive into each domain and its practice. Domain 1, turnaround leadership. Practice 1.1, prioritize improvement and communicate its urgency. Practice 1.2, monitor short and long-term goals. Practice 1.3, customize and target support to meet needs. Practice 1.1. This practice emphasizes prioritizing improvement efforts and communicating the urgency of those efforts. Leaders should establish clear strategic goals, policies, structures, and expectations to guide stakeholders toward ambitious improvements. It's important to express strong commitment and advocate for these goals across different audiences. Additionally, leaders must monitor progress closely, engage in regular discussions, and take action based on the results to ensure rapid improvement. Practice 1.2. This practice focuses on setting both short and long-term goals based on recent performance assessments, aiming to achieve significant improvements in student learning. Leaders should establish milestones to track progress, continuously update timelines and tasks to maintain momentum, and respond promptly to feedback by making adjustments in policy, programs, and personnel as needed. Initial successes should be leveraged to shift the focus from change itself to building effective organizational processes, structures, and interactions that support ongoing improvement. Practice 1.3. This practice emphasizes providing tailored, timely support to drive improvement efforts. Support should be aligned with other initiatives to ensure coherence while eliminating any unnecessary ones. Leaders must regularly monitor progress to identify emerging needs and take swift, effective action to address them. Domain 2, talent development. Practice 2.1, recruit, develop, retain, and sustain talent. Practice 2.2, target professional learning opportunities. Practice 2.3, set clear performance expectations. Practice 2.1. This practice focuses on proactively recruiting, developing, and retaining talent with the specific competencies needed for turnaround efforts. It emphasizes using various data sources to match the candidate skills to school needs, particularly in the highest need schools. Additionally, it encourages implementing succession planning and creating in-house district programs to cultivate future leaders and teachers with turnaround competencies. Practice 2.2. This practice emphasizes providing high-quality, personalized professional learning opportunities to build capacity for rapid school improvement. It encourages regular, job-embedded learning, such as coaching, mentoring, and peer observations. Additionally, it advocates for leveraging high-performing teachers, coaches, and leaders as models and peer coaches to enhance effectiveness. Practice 2.3. This practice focuses on establishing and sharing clear performance expectations for every role in the system. It involves developing performance management processes that include methods for monitoring progress, flexibility to address professional learning needs quickly, and opportunities to adjust milestones as necessary. Domain 3, transformational leadership. Practice 3.1, diagnose and respond to student learning needs. Practice 3.2, provide rigorous evidence-based instruction. Practice 3.3, remove barriers and provide opportunities. Practice 3.1. This practice focuses on diagnosing student learning needs and using those insights to guide all instructional decisions. It emphasizes incorporating effective student supports and interventions, as well as using rapid, flexible assessments to adjust instructional grouping and delivery to meet evolving student needs. Practice 3.2. This practice focuses on setting high academic standards and ensuring access to rigorous standards-based curricula. It emphasizes using evidence in instructional planning and student facilitation. When gaps are identified in the curriculum or instruction, plans should be developed to strengthen these areas. Practice 3.3. This practice focuses on identifying and removing barriers to student learning while enhancing opportunities for students who show early mastery. It emphasizes partnering with community-based organizations such as health, wellness, and youth groups to help students overcome obstacles and build personal competencies that support success in school and life. Domain 4, culture shift. Practice 4.1, build a strong community intensely focused on student learning. Practice 4.2, solicit and act upon stakeholder input. Practice 4.3, engage students and families in pursuing educational goals. Practice 4.1. This practice focuses on building a strong student-focused community by celebrating early successes, which boosts confidence and sets expectations for continued success. It emphasizes providing clear expectations and support for everyone's role in student progress. Opportunities should be created for community members to collaborate on student learning while maintaining high expectations and shared accountability to drive significant improvement in student outcomes. Practice 4.2. This practice emphasizes gathering and acting upon input from stakeholders, such as school personnel, students, families, and the broader community, to assess and improve school climate. It involves considering community perceptions when identifying priorities and addressing conditions that affect the school climate. Additionally, it stresses the importance of acknowledging and responding to constructive feedback and suggestions. Practice 4.3. This practice focuses on actively developing students' personal competencies to help them set goals, persist, assess progress, and refine learning strategies for greater success. It encourages connecting students' learning with their interests and aspirations. Additionally, it emphasizes the importance of meaningful, engaging parents in their child's learning progress and long-term goals. Building on the overview of the 4 domains for rapid school improvement, which include turnaround leadership, talent development, instructional transformation, and culture shift, these domains are essential in helping leaders recruit, develop, and retain a diverse and effective staff. Standard 3, managerial and operational leadership, indicator C, emphasizes the importance of effective leadership in driving school transformation by aligning these domains with the goal of ensuring all students have access to high-quality educators. As we progress through this session, you will have the opportunity to explore strategies that will help you advance through the continuum of practice for Standard 3, Managerial and Operational Leadership. You've moved towards becoming a transformational leader who recruits, hires, places, inducts, develops, and retains a diverse and effective staff, ensuring that all students have access to high-quality educators. empowering leaders and fostering involvement in recruitment, hiring, and retention. Let's take a moment to consider the following question. As a school leader, why is your role important in recruiting, hiring, and retaining an effective staff? How does your involvement in this process impact the overall success of your school? Let's continue by exploring how your role as a school leader directly impacts the recruitment, development, and retention of high quality staff. As school leaders, you understand the importance of aligning every decision with the broader vision and instructional goals of your school. One of the most impactful areas where this alignment is crucial is talent development. This includes not just the hiring process, but also the ongoing development, support, and retention of an effective staff. By being directly involved in every step of the process, recruiting, hiring, developing, and retaining staff, you ensure that your team is equipped with the right skills and aligned with your school's culture and mission. Your active involvement in talent development allows you to shape a staff that is not only capable, but also committed to fostering a positive, collaborative environment. With your deep understanding of your school's needs and goals, you are in the best position to make decisions that enhance both individual teacher performance and the overall success of your school. It's important to recognize that talent development plays a pivotal role in shaping the future of your school. When you prioritize effective recruitment, professional growth, and retention, you are directly impacting the quality of education your students receive. This is your opportunity to build a team that will drive the school's vision and help implement meaningful change. Everything rises and falls on school leadership, underscores the importance of your role as a leader in setting the direction for talent development. As school leaders, you are responsible for creating and guiding the structures that recruit, develop, and retain high quality staff. Your involvement in establishing these structures ensures they align with your school's vision and goals, directly influencing the success of your staff and ultimately the quality of education your students receive. Take a moment to think about how this quote applies to your role as a school leader, especially when it comes to talent development. How does your leadership impact the recruitment, development, and retention of your staff? Implementing research-based recruitment and hiring practices. Effective teacher recruitment and hiring practices are significantly influenced by Domain 1, turnaround leadership, and Domain 2, talent development. Domain 1 emphasizes the importance of prioritizing improvement and communicating its urgency, which directly shapes how a school recruits and hires. Leaders who demonstrate a commitment to improvement create a sense of urgency and set a clear expectation that hiring top talent is a priority. Domain 2, with the focus on recruitment and hiring, ensures that schools are intentional in attracting candidates who possess the necessary skills and align with the school's long-term goals. By aligning recruitment practices with a clear vision, school leaders can attract top talent who are committed to the school's mission and prepared to contribute effectively from day one. Together, these domains create a strategic approach that ensures the recruitment of candidates who are a strong fit for the school's needs and goals. As you think about recruiting teachers, consider moving beyond the traditional job fairs, which are often the standard approach. While job fairs can be effective, it's important to explore more targeted outreach strategies. Reflect on how you can enhance your current recruitment efforts by utilizing impactful marketing strategies and materials. For instance, consider engaging the community, collaborating with local universities, and leveraging social media to generate interest and attract high quality teacher candidates to apply for positions at your school. When a school leader connects with local universities as a teacher recruitment strategy, it involves building partnerships that help attract qualified candidates from local universities into the teaching profession. This can be a proactive and effective approach to fostering a pipeline of talent. Some ideas for implementing this strategy include create and distribute recruitment brochures and flyers, host information nights, and attend university career fairs. A link to the Alabama's teacher preparation programs can be found by accessing the link within your note catcher. Take a moment to review this teacher recruitment flyer. Consider how you might adapt similar strategies for your school to support and enhance your recruitment efforts. Social media has become one of the most powerful tools for reaching teacher job seekers and building a community. A variety of social media platforms can be used to showcase your school's culture, successes, and opportunities. Here are a few things that you can showcase on your site: success stories, employee spotlights, and job postings and announcements. Take a moment to examine these sample social media posts and consider how they might contribute to enhancing your recruitment efforts. One of the most powerful yet often overlooked tools for attracting talent is your school's website. A well designed, user friendly website can serve as a first impression for potential candidates, offering them a glimpse into the culture, values, and opportunities your school provides. It's important to ensure the site is not only easy to navigate, but also rich in content that highlights your school's strengths, where it's a commitment to professional development, a supportive work environment, or the academic achievements of your students. By presenting your school as an exciting and rewarding place to work, the website becomes an integral part of your recruitment strategy, helping you attract passionate, skilled educators who align with your vision and mission. Now that we've discussed the importance of your school's website as a recruitment tool, let's take a moment to reflect on how you can make the most of it. Consider the ways in which your website can better showcase your school's cultural values and opportunities for professional development. Think about how these elements can be communicated effectively to attract and recruit talented teachers. With that in mind, reflect on the following question: how can you leverage your school's website to effectively showcase the school's culture, values, and professional development opportunities in order to attract and recruit talented teachers? Now that you had a chance to reflect on how your website can effectively showcase your school's culture and values, let's dive deeper into which specific aspects of your school you should highlight. Ensure that the school's mission and vision are clearly articulated on the homepage or a dedicated About Us section. Include testimonials from current teachers, staff, and even students. Showcase stories of teacher growth, success, and collaboration. Create a section on the website that outlines the professional development programs available to staff. This could include training, workshops, mentorship, or career progression paths. Dedicate space on the website to showcase the school's achievements, academic performance, awards, or innovative teaching practices. Use high quality images and videos to showcase the school environment, classroom settings, and school events. Include visuals of faculty working with students and participating in school activities. Create a dedicated section that explains why teachers should choose to work at the school. This can include benefits, the work life balance offered, community engagement, and the overall quality of life at the school. Building a strong online presence is essential for attracting high quality educators who align with your school's values and mission. And by creating a user-friendly website, leveraging social media, optimizing your content for search engines, and consistently showcasing your school's strengths, you can establish your school as an employer of choice for teacher candidates. Visit your school's website as if you are a prospective teacher. What elements of the site will make you want to work there? What changes or additions could be made to better attract and engage potential candidates? While building a strong online presence is essential to attracting high quality educators, the next critical step in ensuring that you assess whether these candidates truly align with the unique needs and culture of your school. Once you've attracted a pool of potential hires, it's important to evaluate how well their skills, experiences, and values match the specific goals and environment of your school. Let's dive into how you can assess this fit effectively during the hiring process. Consider your school practices and the impact of the information you gather on the hiring decisions. Number one, reflect on the process. How do you currently assess the fit between a teacher candidate and the needs of your school? Consider the importance. Why do you think it is critically important to have quality information during this process when hiring teachers? Evaluate your current practices. What methods or tools are you using to gather and evaluate this information? Examine the impact on hiring. How do you think the quality of this information influences your ability to hire effective teachers? Now that we've touched on the importance of ensuring a strong match between teacher candidates and school needs, let's dive deeper into how you can assess that fits more effectively and what key factors should be considered during the hiring process. As a school leader, it's crucial to take a strategic approach to hiring to ensure you're selecting the best candidates who align with your school's mission, vision, and needs. Here are key strategies to consider during the hiring process. Identify candidates who fit well with the mission and vision of the school. Hiring candidates who align with the school's mission and vision ensures they are committed to the school's overall goals, creating a sense of purpose and direction. These individuals are more likely to be passionate about their work and contribute to the school's success. Create selection criteria matching the school's mission, vision, and identified needs of the grade level in which a new hire works. A well-crafted job description that aligns with the school's mission, vision, and the specific needs of the grade level ensures you attract candidates who possess the qualifications, skills, and mindset necessary to meet the unique challenges of the position. It's essential for aligning new hires and the immediate goals of the school and the long-term strategic plan. Have candidates teach demonstration lessons for hiring committees to make thoughtful decisions about the people they want to join their team. A demonstration lesson allows the hiring committee to assess the candidate's teaching abilities, classroom management, and overall compatibility with the school's teaching style and values. It gives a clear picture of how they engage with students, structure lessons, and adapt to real-world teaching environments. Taking time to carefully assess candidates using these strategies ensure that your recruitment process attracts and selects the best candidates who are not only qualified, but also deeply aligned with your school's mission and vision, helping to build a strong, successful team. Take a moment to reflect on this question. Does the job description reflect the school's vision and mission? As you think about this, consider whether the job description clearly outlines the role's purpose, expectation, and connection to the school's broader goals. Some might say that the job description reflects the mission, while others might notice that it lacks clarity or doesn't fully communicate the school's culture and values. Consider whether the language in the job description is compelling and inspiring enough to attract candidates who align with your school's values and goals, not just in terms of qualifications, but also in terms of passion and commitment. Reflect on the clarity of the expectations. Are the job duties well defined? Is the purpose of the role clear and meaningful in the context of the school's objectives? Let's explore additional details for refining the job description. What additional details could strengthen this? Clear responsibilities, assessment practices, alignment with school goals, specific subjects, teaching methods, and collaboration expectations. Now that we've explored the importance of a detailed job description and the impact it can have on your hiring process, let's take a look at a well-defined example. Take a moment to read through this job description and see if you notice any key differences from what we've discussed. This job description incorporates the essential elements like clear responsibilities, specific subjects, and alignment with school goals. Reflect on how these additions could improve the hiring process and attract the right candidates for your school. We've just explored strategies for identifying candidates who align with your school's mission and vision, as well as creating selection criteria that match the school's goals and specific needs for the goals level. Now, let's dive into how interview protocols and evidence of success play a crucial role, particularly when incorporating demonstration lessons into the hiring process. Let's take a moment to explore how demonstration lessons contribute to the hiring process. Real-time assessment of teaching ability. A demonstration lesson allows the hiring committee to directly observe the candidate's teaching skills in action. This includes classroom management, lesson delivery, engagement with students, and overall teaching effectiveness. It gives a clear picture of how the candidate will perform in a real classroom setting rather than relying solely on theoretical discussions or past experiences. Interactive feedback opportunity. After the demonstration lesson, committees can engage in constructive feedback discussions with the candidate. This allows them to gauge how well the candidate receives feedback, their willingness to reflect on their teaching, and their ability to implement suggestions. It also gives the committee a sense of how the candidate collaborates and integrates with others. Evaluation of instructional strategies and adaptability. The demonstration lesson can showcase the candidate's teaching strategies and how they adapt to the needs of different students. It highlights whether the candidate can modify their approach based on student reactions or understanding, as well as their ability to handle diverse learning needs. Let's shift our focus to interview questions and their critical role in the hiring process. Interview questions not only help assess a candidate's qualifications, but also provide insight into their approach to teaching, their alignment with their school values, and their potential to contribute to the school community. Let's explore how thoughtful and targeted interview questions can enhance your decision making when selecting the best candidate for your team. As you look at these interview questions on the screen, take a note on the broad nature. These questions are fairly general and don't offer much insight into a candidate's specific skills, teaching approach, or alignment with your school values. While they may be useful in some situations, they don't fully capture the depth of what's needed for a successful hire. Let's take a closer look at how we can refine and target interview questions to better evaluate candidates and ensure that they're the right fit for your school's needs and goals. Tell us about your teaching experience. Can be refined to ask, can you share a specific example of a lesson or unit you've taught that was particularly successful? What made it successful? And how did you measure student progress? How do you assess student progress can be refined to ask. Describe a time when you used assessment data to adjust your teaching approach. What changes did you make and what was the outcome for students? Why do you want to work here can be refined to ask. What attracted you to this position? And how does your previous teaching experience align with our school's mission and vision? Take a moment to scan this QR code or access the link in your note catcher for additional sample interview questions aligned with the 5 dimensions of the Alabama Teacher observation tool. Aligning interview questions to these dimensions offers several benefits for school leaders. This alignment ensures that the school leader can ask questions that directly relate to teaching effectiveness. By aligning interview questions with these dimensions, school leaders can assess candidates across all essential areas, ensuring a more comprehensive evaluation of their potential to succeed in the role. If a candidate's responses indicate areas of strength or weakness related to specific dimensions, this can guide future professional development efforts to enhance their skills, benefiting both the teacher and the school. Take a few minutes to use your note catcher to reflect on your current practices around recruiting and hiring effective staff. Use the self-assessment prompts to evaluate where you are in your leadership journey and identify areas for growth. Respond to the following questions. What are our greatest strengths in teaching, recruiting, and hiring? What are our most significant gaps or areas for improvement? As you reflect on your current recruitment and hiring practices, think about where you are in the process and how you can take action now in the next 3 to 6 months and for long-term sustainability over the next 1 to 2 years. Let me share an example. Now, focus on refining your job descriptions and interview protocols to ensure they align with your school's mission and goals. Next, design and implement an effective teacher induction and mentoring program to support new teachers and help them integrate successfully into your school. Later, establish partnerships with local universities and educator preparation programs to build a sustainable talent pipeline for the future. Take a few minutes to reflect and create your own now, next, later plan based on your current position in this process. The template can be found in the note catcher under Action Planning tool, where you can complete the now, next, later action plan for teacher recruiting and hiring. Developing and retaining effective staff. Retaining effective staff begins with a strategic focus on domain two, talent development, ensuring that recruitment efforts are supported by strong systems for long-term success. Targeting professional learning opportunities enhances retention by offering tailored development that helps staff grow in their roles. Domain three, instructional transformation, creates a strong instructional foundation, and by offering continuous support, teachers are more likely to feel confident, satisfied, and committed to their roles, leading to higher retention and professional growth. Together, these practices foster a supportive environment that nurtures top talent and drives sustained success. The Alabama Core Teaching Standards can play a vital role in both developing and retaining effective staff by providing a clear framework that supports teacher growth, professional development, and engagement. Being a new teacher offers many opportunities for growth. The level and type of support new teachers receive during their early years can determine whether they thrive and become skilled professionals or struggle and possibly leave the field. With this in mind, what strategies can you implement to ensure new teachers get the right support to flourish in their roles? Designing and implementing a robust induction program is a vital strategy for supporting new teachers and ensuring their growth and retention in the profession. The primary goals of an induction program are to improve the performance and retention of novice teachers with the ultimate aim of improving student outcomes. To further strengthen induction efforts, schools can create peer support structures such as buddy teachers or grade level teams and increase the frequency of informal classroom visits. Additionally, focusing on the quality of feedback provided during these visits is crucial for helping teachers grow and develop. By investing in these strategies, schools build a solid foundation for a long-term teacher success and retention. Another effective retention strategy for both new and veteran teachers is the implementation of a robust mentoring program. These programs enable new and veteran teachers to foster discussion about effective teaching practices, including sharing ideas among colleagues in a collaborative setting and learning from other teachers. Now that we've explored the critical role of mentoring and how it can set new teachers up for success, it's important to recognize that mentoring is just one part of a larger picture when it comes to teacher retention. While effective mentorship helps teachers develop the skills and confidence they need, it's equally important to create a school culture where teachers feel valued, supported, and empowered to make an impact. Let's turn our attention to some additional strategies that can further strengthen teacher retention. Using data to highlight teachers' positive impact on student achievement, providing frequent and consistent feedback, developing teacher leadership. These strategies together create an environment where teachers feel valued, supported, and capable of having a lasting impact, leading to higher job satisfaction and better retention rates. Take a moment to reflect on your current practices. How are you currently using data, feedback, and teacher leadership opportunities to support teacher growth and retention in your school? What steps can you take to strengthen these practices moving forward? Take a few minutes to use your note catcher to reflect on your current practices around developing and retaining effective staff. Use the self assessment prompts to evaluate where you are in your leadership journey and identify areas for growth. Respond to the following questions. What are your school's greatest strengths in supporting teacher growth and retention? What are the most critical gaps or areas for improvement? Which of those are areas of focus within your locus of control as a school leader? Now that we've gone through this example and self-assessment of how to approach practices for developing and retaining staff, I'd like you to take a moment to reflect on where you currently are in your process. Take a few minutes to reflect and create your own now, next, and later plan based on your current position in this process. Let me share an example. Now, review the structure of time in the school. Examine how much time is available daily, weekly, monthly, and annually for teachers to collaborate. Next, align professional learning opportunities to the Alabama core teaching standards. Later, build leadership qualities. within staff through professional learning and real-time opportunities for leadership. Take a few moments to reflect and create your own now, next, later based on your current position in this process. The template can be found in the note catcher under Action Planning tool, where you can complete the now, next, later action plan for developing and retaining staff. Overcoming barriers to hiring and retaining high quality staff. Overcoming barriers to hiring high quality staff is a critical challenge, especially in hard to staff in rural areas. These schools often face unique obstacles such as geographic isolation, limited access to professional development opportunities, and a smaller pool of candidates. As a result, attracting and retaining talented educators in these areas requires strategic efforts and innovative approaches. Addressing these challenges not only involves targeted recruitment strategies, but also recruiting and creating an environment that fosters teacher satisfaction and long-term commitment. Overcoming barriers to hiring and retaining high-quality staff is crucial for fostering a thriving educational environment. By aligning efforts with Domain 1, turnaround leadership, school leaders can prioritize improvement and communicate its urgency, ensuring that recruitment and support are central to school success. Additionally, Domain 4, culture shift, emphasizes the importance of building a community focused on student learning, which helps retain staff by creating a supportive, engaging environment. Together, strong leadership and a positive school culture are key to attracting and retaining top talent, ultimately driving student achievement. A common approach to addressing the challenge of hiring and retaining high quality staff, particularly in hard to staff in rural areas, is offering bonuses and increasing teacher compensation. While financial incentives can be effective in attracting candidates to these locations, they are often seen as temporary solutions. While competitive compensation packages are important, they should be part of a larger, more holistic effort to build a supportive and sustainable teaching environment. While compensation is an important factor, it is equally essential to recognize that working conditions play a crucial role in attracting and retaining high quality teachers, especially in hard to staff in rural areas. In many cases, educators are looking for more than just a paycheck. They want to feel supported, valued, and equipped to do their best. That's why in hard to staff in rural areas, working conditions play a crucial role beyond just compensation. Take a moment to reflect on this question. When you think about working conditions in your school, what factors do you believe are most important to recruiting and retaining high quality staff, especially in hard to staff or rural areas? You may have noted safe and clean facilities, sufficient instructional materials and supplies, reasonable student to teacher ratios, and adequate support personnel. Yes, all of these factors are indeed important working conditions, but there may be one crucial aspect you haven't named or perhaps haven't fully considered yet. An element that plays a significant role in recruiting and retaining high quality staff, particularly in hard to staff or rural areas, is leadership. Effective leadership is essential for teacher retention, particularly in hard to staff schools. In hard to staff and rural settings, challenges like limited resources, geographic isolation, and difficulty attracting qualified candidates can make it especially difficult to recruit and retain effective teachers. However, by prioritizing improvement and clearly communicating the urgency of this work, school leaders send a strong message to both prospective and current staff that there is a clear, actionable plan to support the school's success. Setting a strategic direction for improvement also helps address the unique challenges of rural and hard to staff schools. Teachers in these settings may feel disconnected or unsupported but by creating clear policies and structures, school leaders can provide the support necessary for teachers to succeed. Additionally, advocating for and fiercely supporting turnaround demonstrates that leaders are committed to making tangible changes for both the school and the community. Effective leadership in hard to staff schools hinges on building strong relationships with staff, as this significantly influences teacher retention. Let's explore how fostering collegial relationships can further support retention in these same challenging environments. The relationships between teachers and administrators play a crucial role in teacher retention, especially in hard to staff schools. The strength of relationships between teachers and administrators is a key factor in whether teachers choose to remain at a school. Positive, supportive, and collaborative relationships create an environment where teachers feel valued, respected, and motivated, increasing their likelihood of staying. When formal structures support collaboration and a shared mission is present, a sense of collective responsibility develops. This collaborative mindset not only strengthens the teaching community, but also helps teachers feel supported and committed to the school's success. In such environments, positive relationships among colleagues are essential for overcoming staffing challenges and recruiting sustainable, high-performing teams. As you reflect on your current practices to overcome barriers to hiring and retaining high-quality staff, think about where you are in the process and how you can take action now in the next 3 months and for long-term sustainability over the next 1 or 2 years. Let me share an example. Now, review school protocols and processes to enhance collaborative efforts, assess teacher job satisfaction, and evaluate school safety. Next, build opportunities for the teaching staff and school leadership to provide feedback through surveys and other methods, such as focus groups or suggestion boxes. Later, collaborate with district leaders to address and resolve barriers related to identified working conditions, challenges raised by key staff at the school. These steps are important because they create a structured approach to improving school culture, addressing teacher concerns, and fostering collaboration, which are essential for retention and overall school success. Take a few minutes to reflect and create your own now, next, and later plan based on your current position in this process. The template can be found in the note catcher under Action Planning tool, where you can complete the Now, Next, Later action plan by overcoming barriers to hiring and retaining high quality staff. Aligning hiring and retention strategies to improve instruction. Aligning hiring and retention strategies to improve instruction involves a comprehensive approach where schools focus on attracting, supporting, and retaining high quality educators who are committed to fostering student success. Let's explore how these practices can be implemented in alignment with the 4 domains for rapid school improvement. Domain 1, Turnaround Leadership, emphasizes the need for strong school leaders to establish a clear vision and support their staff in achieving instructional goals. By aligning hiring strategies with this domain, schools can ensure that they are recruiting educators who are not only highly qualified, but also share the school's mission and vision, contributing to a cohesive and goal-oriented leadership team. Domain 2, Talent Development, focuses on building the capacity of the staff. Retention strategies that emphasize professional development, mentorship, and career growth directly contribute to this domain. Domain 3, Instructional Transformation, emphasizes a strong focus on teaching and learning. Hiring practices that focus on recruiting educators who have the skills and passion to innovate in the classrooms are essential. Additionally, retention strategies that promote continuous improvement through professional development and collaboration help maintain a high standard of instruction. And domain 4, culture shift, highlights the importance of a positive, supportive school environment. Schools that focus on hiring and retaining teachers who align with the school's values and foster an inclusive, collaborative culture create an environment conducive to effective instruction. When teachers feel valued and part of a supportive community, their engagement and dedication to their students' success are strengthened. By aligning hiring and attention strategies with these 4 domains, schools can create an environment where effective leadership, professional growth, instructional improvement, and a positive culture all work together to enhance instruction and drive success. Take a moment to reflect on where you are in the leadership journey, particularly in Standard 3, Managerial and Operational Leadership Indicator C. Consider how the strategies we've discussed in this session align with the 4 domains for rapid school improvement and how they fit into your leadership growth across the continuum. Effective leaders focus on awareness and understanding of the need to recruit, hire, and place staff. Developing leaders begin to apply this knowledge intentionally, ensuring their staffing decisions align with school needs and goals. Effective leaders consistently recruit, hire, place, induct, develop, and retain a diverse and effective staff, integrating these efforts into all areas of school improvement. Transformational leaders exceed expectations by engaging staff in this process, creating a collaborative, cohesive environment that drives school-wide improvement and directly impacts student success and achievement. So as you reflect on where you are now, ask yourself, where do I want to be? What steps can I take to move from my current leadership level to the next? How can I integrate the 4 domains for rapid school improvement into my leadership practices to ensure sustainable success in recruiting and retaining high quality educators? These are critical questions to consider as you work toward improving recruitment and retention strategies and ensuring every student has access to effective educators. Take a moment to reflect on this quote. I encourage you to keep in mind that the journey of recruiting, hiring, retaining, and developing high quality staff is a continuous process. It's not about seeking quick fixes or immediate outcomes, but about creating sustainable habits and behaviors that lead to long-term success. The strategies discussed are designed to support you in fostering a culture of excellence and ensuring that your school has a strong, committed team of educators. Remember, effective leadership is about consistent, intentional actions that build the foundation for student success. As you reflect on the strategies shared in this session, I encourage you to take the next step by implementing these practices in your school. While this session may be over, the journey of recruiting, hiring, retaining, and developing high quality staff continues. By making intentional long-term changes, you can create a thriving educational environment that supports both your teachers and students. Take action today to be a strong, committed team of educators and set the foundation for sustained success. As we conclude this session, I encourage you to explore the resources available at the Center for School Turnaround and Improvement. These valuable tools will guide you in your ongoing journey of recruiting, hiring, and retaining high quality staff, helping you to take the next step in building a strong, committed team of educators.